Hello everyone, welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, the Slayer of Kings. Today we're going to start off with a battle at the Brass Keep. We've got 18 cards plus 6 cards, 24 cards against my army. They've got handgunners, and they've got outriders, and they've got halberdiers. But you know what I have? I have Chosen and I have Chaos Knights. Unresolved is likely to say, I'm going to butcher them. I agree. But I want to show off just how badly I can butcher them. And I especially want to face Boris Codbringer in single combat. I don't think he gives you a special trait unless you're Kazrak, but still. You might, and more importantly, it'll be cool as hell. Plus, once upon a time, this would have been a really hard army, and I've had to push through with Chaos Warriors and let my Marauders soak damage. But now I have troops that don't, well, they can still soak damage pretty well. Most of my troops, to be honest. But yeah. Probably going to try and use my Marauder Horsemen to take out their Outriders, reducing their ability to harass and crush their infantry line before they can really use their advantage in ranged firepower. Because Swordsman versus Chosen, normal Chosen is going to be a slaughter. Swordsman versus Great Weapon Chosen is going to be silly. And funny. Mostly funny. Halberdiers I might try and fling around for a pinning action against the gunners or the crossbowmen. They will get shot to bits by handgunners if the handgunners turn, but that means that my other units aren't getting shot to bits. Which, you know, has its attractions. I'm not sure why there's a dark line here, though. Is there a construction? Is there a bridge? If there's a bridge, I have a problem. I'll take 13. It's a good number.
For the chaos goes!
Alright, you guys over here. You guys over here.
Chosen!
You guys. Not quite that dense. I do want a dense assault force, though. Like so. Push through. Chaos Sorcerer's in the right place, but Archaon should go as close as he can so we can charge out and fight the enemy as quickly as possible. Okay. Also, because I don't have it on default anymore due to it playing other factions as well, I'll do that. Handgunners! Can I get these guys? Because that'd be real nice. If I could wreck their faces. Sorcerer Man, get over here. Chaos Knights. Oh boy, you're on the wrong flank, Chaos Knights. I probably should have anticipated that, but there's forest everywhere, and charging down the center is never a good idea with your cavalry. You want to use them to pluck sides off. Alright, kill the halberdiers, I guess. They don't have shields, unlike the swordsmen, so. Note that units will take damage if they're in the line of fire, but as you can see from the swordsmen. You are in skirmish mode, right, you guys? Good, run. You can also fire while moving, as you can see. Firing while moving is generally less effective, I'll note. Ah, there we go! Big salvo! Lots of dead halberdiers. Halberdiers have decent armor-piercing damage, so I'm going to be quite happy about that fact. Oh, you dumb shits. Quickly, quickly. Whoa, Tamar has really high speed. What's doing that for him? He's only slightly outspeeded by the Outriders. Holy hell.
This world will die! Wipe them out!
Drop a spell.
See who wields truth.
Drop a spell. Standard eye, please. That, please.
I wield forces from the god of magic. Finch's many glory.
Alright, halberdiers. I guess you push on here.
Largos, pestilent glory. Teaches many wars. They will cower.
Looks like I'm not getting the single combat I was hoping for, but
All will be despoiled. All will be despoiled. Seas of blood.
looks like someone's having fun.
Chaos Sorcerer!
Blood of our ears! Raise yourself!
18 dead, 54 dead. I'm worried about the 54 dead is because the piercing bolts of burning I fired off absolutely obliterating stuff.
Lucas's head flew by me!
Ha! Someone had their friend's head fly by. That's cute.
Marauder Horseman!
Well, not really cute, but you get my point.
Chaos is
I am
magic!
amused. Wider strike area. Oh my! Oh yes, that's perfect. Blow them up.
Your mortal magics are nothing.
Let's see what this does to their formation, besides obliterate a large chunk of it. Oh, wow! Look at those health bars drop like a stone. That flank is gone.
Imbibe their souls.
That flank is gone.
Time to despoil. There will be done. Obliterate them. Chaos Knights.
Alright, that unit of swordsmen has been obliterated by my knights with casual ease, as Chaos Knights tend to do with anything they charge at.
Chaos Sorcerer.
You can fire off another fireball. Do it, please. He's probably gonna get a lot of kills, because holy hell, 155. Archaon's a good fighter, but there's something to be said for being able to drop a magical nuke on people's faces, you know?
Very well.
Alright, you guys advance up here, please.
To the swords.
These chosen should probably slam into this flank and crush like so. On the flank. Toddbringer is kind of getting his face wrecked.
Tremble, mortals.
I don't need 2 units of Great Weapon chosen to wreck Toddbringer, though.
Skulls for the skull throne.
Sandwich them.
My God's call.
Shouldn't need 2 units of Chaos Knights to wreck crossbowmen.
Chosen.
You guys can also move over.
Slay every mortal.
Alright, I seem to be steadily butchering my opposition.
Yes! Yes, Lord! Archaon! Mortal fool!
Standard die, please. Make you a little tougher to kill. So what got into my... This guy needs a Manticore. I'm sorry, he needs a Manticore. He really needs one. They're gonna have leadership issues now that Toddbringer's down.
I control Finch's gifts! Ready!
We're pushing the route. We're pushing her out.
Obliterate them!
You can see how good Chosen are against anything resembling light infantry. Well, I say light. They don't really play like light infantry, these guys, but...
Chaos Knights! Seize the
You can definitely see how they, you know, reflect light infantry as a concept.
All is chaos!
Relative to Chosen. They're faster, but they're much squashier. Given the emphasis on infantry brawls in this game, I'm going to say that squashy is bad. How many troops did I even lose in total? 26 dead Chosen. My Sorcerer Lord, with his massive magical nukes, has killed 169 troops. Yes, I'm sure there's a joke there. I don't care. Especially as those are the numbers of Slaanesh and Tzeentch. Archaon, meanwhile, got Tzeentch and, Tzeentch and Khorne. How auspicious. Nurgle is being ignored, apparently. There's no 5s, aside from one chosen unit that killed 5 of them. Which isn't really very Nurgly unless they were really slow. Knights did a good showing, though. You can see why I like them for playing as Chaos, is they allow you to go, okay, you've got infantry, you've got things to counter our massive infantry advantage in the form of ranged units. Cool. Our cavalry are going to wreck your face off. Because Chaos Knights are very good, as you saw. 4,000 is not enough. I'm going to loot Brazen. Cultist, not bad. Ah, he leveled up. Good boy. How long till the Crown of Domination? That needs rank 23. Okay, is there anything else I want here, really? No. Knights of the Herald, please, so I can start working on getting Ascension to Daemonhood. I also buff my Chaos Knights, but it's mostly the Ascension to Daemonhood that I want. Pillar of Skulls. Now, can I recruit units? I cannot recruit units. Alright. Sigvaldi boy! You're building things. You can't do anything this turn. Still, damn good fight. Damn easy fight. Good XP. Probably should play a little less aggressively with my wizard, though. Let's give him an enchanted shield. That gives him more armor instead of his spell resist. Can I get you a talisman that's any decent? Better one of these? No. Better one of these? No. Anything in here? Cultist. So I don't care. Yeah, piercing bolts of burning was much more effective than it used to be. Gonna be a while before I can get him a Manticore, though. Or Immortality. I'm gonna have to choose between a Manticore and Immortality at a certain point, and I'm definitely gonna choose Manticore on the grounds of causing fear and terror and some pretty nice stat buffs overall. Now, I need to recruit a unit of Chaos Knights with Lances for the Armor of Morcar. So next turn, I'm probably going to move as close as I can to Wolfenburg, demolish it because Gorst is a king.
Impossible.
And yeah. By the time I attack Wolfenburg, I should have supernatural prowess. So I've kicked one of my Chaos Knights units out for Chaos Knights with Lances, which will take a turn. I'll be replacing them with normal Chaos Knights immediately after, of course, but the reason I'm replacing them with Knight Lances is for the Armor of Morcar. I should probably at least show off the Lance Knights at Wolfenburg. Granted, in sieges, it's like the worst place for Lance Knights to be used. They're much better on the field, but hey. I'm not keeping them, and if they die, I don't care. That's one of the tricks of being a good Chaos person. Don't care if you lose your underlanes. They're completely expendable. You're number one. Look out for number one. Especially in this, because number one on the other side is someone I want to kill. The Slayer of Kings is thirsty, Helmengorst. You may not be a real king. You may be a pretty shitty legendary lord. But you know what? You're still a legendary lord. You still earned me a trait, so you count. So I am going to push your shit in. Oh, am I going to push your shit in? Midland, that was a really bad idea. Like, holy shit, that was a really bad idea. Now I have an easy turret to demolish for free XP. XP. So useful. So good. So filled with foreverable joy. Come on, game. Hurry up. I want to go move out, grab the unit of Chaos Knights Lances. See what the next step in the Armor of Morcar is. It's probably moving a unit to Bearslane's camp, and I'm working on that with Sigvald slowly. Oh, Mulder did the Scheme of Doom. Look at all the fucks I give. They're nowhere because they don't exist. You just pop out of nowhere. You're going to kill my friends. And you're going to kill my friends. And I've lost my friends. It's very annoying trying to keep chaos going in the north. At least it's easy XP for Sigvald, and easy fights once I get to Chaos Warriors, which should be pretty soon. As in, this turn.
I'll have this world. never stop.
Wow.
It is decreed by me.
As you can see, Lance Knights give up 60 melee defense and 2 melee attack for higher weapon strength and a significantly larger charge bonus, putting them in the shock cavalry category instead of the normal cavalry category. However, none of those bonuses are not ones I am a fan of, and therefore I will not care. Oh, it's 2 turns for group knights, so
Master of the Dead.
Oh my, Graveguard. Ha. What can they recruit here? They can recruit crypt ghouls in large amounts here. Crypt ghouls in large amounts can actually be a slight threat, so their poison attacks being very nasty indeed. I can't quite get to Winterfire this turn.
The gods direct me. Let us go.
However, what I can do,
Shall we decant?
give me Chaos Warriors. Next turn, I'll have some Chaos Warriors for Sigvald, take Winterfire with ease. I'll have to wait another turn with Archaon to grab the Chaos Knights after next turn. What I'm aiming for next is the Dragon Ogres. Because Dragon Ogres are great. They're great. Just great. Alright, Supernatural Prowess. Or to translate, much killier chosen. Remember that entire Lord trait. 3 levels of your Lord is a +10 to your chosen's melee defense. Sorry, melee attack. I'm essentially adding on another 50% to that, which is very scary indeed when you think about it. Granted, it's generally more efficient if you have a mixed army to buff your lowest melee attack units first with more melee attack, because generally things with low melee attack compensate with very high weapon strength. But, yeah. Chosen are just so bread and butter to you as Chaos that it's not really worth trying to do anything screwy like that. Especially as it's Chaos, you have very few ways to reduce your horrendous research times. Seriously, they strap something like, say, hey you can get more X from the Rift, because you're talking to the gods. Or something like that. You know, give you a reason to get the Rift beyond corruption, which is kind of irrelevant most of the time. Much as that's probably the chaotic equivalent of heresy to say, corruption really doesn't do much. Edelbrand Ludenhof. Actually a very scary army. Great swords can slow down Chosen. They won't win, but they'll slow them down. Emily Archaon buffs Chosen will go through everything even more than normal Chosen. That's saying something, but eh. Of course, there's the Archaon buffed Chaos Knights I've got. Chaos Knights and Chosen are really what you want to use in Archaon's army. Not in a few monsters for line breaking and just being smashy monsters. You know? Just smash. Very, very helpful. Also, something I should note about Lords. They cost more growth in all Hordes when you recruit one. This includes if you lose a Lord. So if, say, Sigvald gets his ass kicked, it's not cheaper to go buy another Lord. In terms of Horde growth. I think it goes down if a Horde is wiped out, but having a Horde wiped out is very, very bad, so you generally want to try and avoid that. If they take absolutely forever to build up, and it's very hard to actually, well, build them up. Alright, Supernatural Prowess, ditto. Now, here's the big question. Do I want Demonic Armor for my Chosen to give them more armor? Do I want Slays to Darkness for more unit XP, or do I want more Penance of Chaos for more leadership? Very important questions. Penance of Chaos, I think, 'cause that also buffs my knights and will make my chosen hold even longer. And they're already quite high leadership would suggest. Like, they're sitting at 98 most of the time. The least of my chosen have 97 leadership here. I've looked at recruiting, it says 95 leadership, 95 leadership, 95 leadership. Yeah, Chaos Warriors have 90 in comparison, Marauders have 70. Aspiring Champions also sit at 90, and they're much cheaper. Like, Aspiring Champions are actually really cheap. If you need something to fill in a slot, Aspiring Champions are not bad for cost effectiveness. They're very cost effective. I think I'll kill people and then get more Chaos Warriors.
Unleash chaos!
Get back. Oh hey, can awaken the Aeslings again.
Who are these grotesqueries?
Moving!
Now I can encamp and I can horde upgrade to the next level of Ruinous Altar. I can get him another point in and get it to Stylish, because that will buff him as well, I'll note, because the whole army does include the Lord. So he gets +8 armor and +6 melee defense. Very nice. Why did I right-click on that? Causes Terror is very nice. Alright, merge all my Marauders. That way I know who to fire. Get out while I recruit more Chaos Warriors. Chaos Warriors are better than you. Much better. Because they actually wear armor for one instead of a bunch of fuzz. Swear Marauders think they're cats at times with how much fur they wear.
Corpse Master.
Oh, that's adorable. Can you summon Krell? I forget if you're the summoning Krell man. No, that's the other one, isn't it? Heinrich Kemmler. Unfortunately, Kemmler does not ride around on a zombie T-Rex, nor is he fought by people with zombie T-Rexes. Trying to resurrect a Carnosaur would be a poor idea. Grimlock could probably wreck his face, though. Now we have factions doing things that I literally do not care about. It's one of the issues with Chaos. You don't have anything to do really to strategize in your mid-turns. You're just sort of waiting. I mean, I suppose it's militarily accurate to have a lot of waiting. Hurry up and wait is a saying for a reason, but doesn't really make it fun. And again, I suppose if I actually had multiple hordes in dangerous locations, I might have to think about it, but you know, just Oh, wow. That's a useful trait. Curse is pretty funny, though. You've gotten stabbed in the face so many times you actually can recover from wounds faster. That is good. Still have the land-based Chaos Knights this turn, which means I should be able to move on Wolfenburg. And again, I'll have to march through Forest, which is not known for its marchableness. Unless you're the Beastmen or Wood Elves. Beastmen or Wood Elves, I don't believe, take penalties from it. I could be wrong, though. Don't quote me on that. I don't play either faction very much. I don't really like them either. They're very much harassment-oriented with very bad infantry lines, and you've seen how I feel about that. Alright. Sorry. As Archaon marches across the surreal wastes, flanked by the swords of chaos, his elite guard, he is beat on by a remorseless maxim which beats at his consciousness. Strength begets strength. Rare is the man who rises or falls to the station of a Chaos Lord. Nevertheless, some have, and each represents a challenge to Archaon. The fallen Templar knows that all are the playthings of the Dark Gods, and only by amusing these all-powerful beings will he rise to dominance. Archaon resolves to build his strength for the unholy quests ahead, the trials of the Ever-Chosen yet to come. The time is nigh. The weird moon Mor's Lieb leers down from a sky pregnant with the stuff of change. The gaze of the Dark Gods is full upon the Chaos Waits, and Archaon means to place himself at its center. He sends an emissary forth to seek a worthy challenger against whom he will display his might. So, move to the Barrison Lanes camp objective. Again. Because we obviously haven't moved around with the Barrison Lanes enough. Also, Vampire Corruption is actually going to be a problem because it will make me take corruption damage. Very rare for Chaos.
What
but it can happen. When did you even recruit that was new? I don't even remember. I don't even care either. Keep marching to the east.
My adoring hordes agree. Never stop.
Alright, and in camp, so you can recruit yourself more Chaos Warriors. Fire 3. Bam, bam. Recruit 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can recruit another one. Get out. 3, 4. More Chaos Warriors I'll have, the better I'll be if I actually get fought by an army and not just a bunch of random barbarians. And I'll be able to stomp the random barbarians harder if they bring in enough of a force that I can't just auto-resolve it. You've already built the Temple of Tal. Temple of Tal is actually pretty good as unique. And they have tall walls. And a tier 5 city. Talabekland is not fucking around. Harrogate, on the other hand, is fucking around. Wolfenburg is kind of fucking around.
Lichmaster.
They actually do have more cards than me, but a lot of them are significantly lower quality, like, for example, zombies. Zombies are awful. Alright then, you cost 1,000 money a turn. What does Archaon's army cost right now? 2.3k a turn. 2.4k. Alright. 2 more levels and I'll be able to get some cool shit rolling. Soon Tamar Hellcaster will be able to get some more of his spells buffed, especially Rain of Fire, because holy heck, that is a lot more powerful than I anticipated it would be. Which would especially be good against the Undead, because Undead have a lot of regeneration in their armies, and regeneration means more fire damage is good. Though I will admit that the Flaming Sword of Hruin is also a good idea there. Because, well, like I said, fire damage, good. Gives the fire damage to lots of units, better.
Yes, bow before he who wields the Slayer of Kings.
You going to declare war on me? Someone's noted that I'm about to kick his ass. Well, one of his army's asses. Is he going to run away there at Wolfenburg? No, he is not. I applaud your courage, if not your intelligence, Manfred von Karstein. That's not something you say much about that guy. Usually you're applauding his cowardice, not his courage. And again, it's not his neck on the line, is it? The AI will tend to underestimate chaos in battles due to the low unit size of Chosen, though, so you can get some pretty fun scenarios. Haha, I have 3 stacks! They're all full of zombies. But I outnumber you! 60 to 1! Well, not 60 to 1, but like 10 to 1! You have zombies. Lots of zombies! I have Chosen. Very few Chosen! Why do you think you'll win? I have lots more than you! That basically sums it up. Just numbers. Doesn't really work once you get Iron Hearts, though, and especially not against Great Weapon Chosen. Great Weapon Chosen versus Massed Mooks is something resembling a blender. A messy blender that someone threw a CD into. Because of all the bits of metal that will be spanging everywhere. At least if it's an enemy that wears metal, something like... Actually... No, I don't think zombies wear metal, but otherwise than that, I think all the enemy units at low-rank infantry wear metal. Maybe the Ungors don't, but some of them do. There's actually a... I guess it's just Ungors and zombies that don't have metal to spang around. Even the Wood Elves have their Eternal Guard equipped with metal shields, and they're a bunch of not hippies. They're basically hippies, but really, really dickish ones. Ah! Perfect time for a level up, Sirrah. Get me the piercing bolts of burning, so they're much cheaper. They cool down 20% faster. More artillery. Because Chaos Artillery is pretty good, but more artillery is. You don't really get a choice, Aisling. Alright, build me a Chaos Siege Tower, please. They recruited a lot more Skeleton Spearmen. Those aren't going to do you well against Chosen, mate.
Attack!
I'll probably play this on the grounds of being a siege against the Undead, something we haven't seen before. Or if they sally out, I'll obviously play, because that would actually be fun and entertaining. I unfortunately doubt they will sally out.
I'll move.
It would be fun. It'd be great. I'd be very happy if they sallied out.
Onward to destruction.
Doing what make your opposition happy, however, is not a good tactic in war. Citation, they want you dead. So, you being dead will make them happy. Logic? Duh. Oh, Khazid, Board, Karag, you silly sods. You have no idea what you're going to run into here, do you? You think you're so cool with your 11 cars of troops and your great weapon marauders? I have nearly twice as many cards as you do, and a lot of them are the Warriors of Chaos, who are invincible. Just like the Regis Mark V. Next turn, we attack Wolfenburg. And we wait for the end turn, because Chaos end turns are incredibly boring and uninteresting. Until you get to a really large scale, at which point you actually need to worry about things, so that can actually get kind of scary. Still, bullying Gorst into oblivion will be a fine way to end the episode. Because I do not expect him to have any chance of victory. He would need all of those infantry units he has to be Graveguard for me to be remotely worried. That's an oddly long pause. Are they going to sally at Wolfenburg? No, they're going to move a hero up and probably hope that I do something. Well, time to burn it to the ground then. And kill everyone inside. Again. Because, you know, they're already dead. I won't know if the Undead and Chaos tend not to fight much, but that's because the Undead bind the souls to the bodies, so as soon as the bodies are destroyed, you can't sacrifice the souls to the gods. And if you smash the bodies, well, the gods can't grab the soul in time. Plus, the souls are already dead and therefore pretty trash. Vampires are an exception, but their soul is so tightly bound to their body that they can be resurrected from effectively anything. Like, I don't think anyone's quite figured out how to permanently kill a vampire in setting. Like, there's some tricks to it that you can do with, say, making sure they don't get blood on them, but that's about it. You can't actually make sure that, no, even if your pile of ashes gets blood on it, no, it still doesn't count. Powerful enough necromancers can do some really scary things with vampire ashes too. Like, one speck of ash, okay, I can call all the other specks of ash to me and reform the vampire despite them being encased in metal 100 years ago or something like that. You missed a spot, basically. And if you entomb a vampire in a lump of metal, well, other vampires might just sneak in and grab them out and go, hey, I saved you from being dead pretty much forever. You're my slave now. If they think they can get away with it, of course. Vampires tend to be very cautious. Or very reckless. It depends on the vampire. Some of them go, I can live forever, therefore I should make sure that it is a comfortable life. Some go, I can live forever, and I can't really be permanently killed, so I'm going to go kill everything I can. Let's go! Let's get some shiny things. Probably. Or at least kill some stuff, which is more interesting. Fellbats are going to be annoying for my poor Marauder Horse Masters, though. Fellbats are basically the vampire counter to ranged units. That and Vargeists later on. Because while Chaos is terrible ranged units, vampires have no ranged units. Yes, no ranged units. And no artillery. To compensate, not a universal unbreakable equivalent that has, well, a nerfed version of unbreakable, because when you get undead down to low enough leadership, they will start literally falling apart. One of the reasons why you should hunt their lords quickly. So a lot of the legendary undead lords are either casters and therefore will stay well back, or not half bad brawlers themselves, like Vlad von Karlstein. Oh yes, very acceptable.
Marauder Horseman!
Keep them lured away.
Nurgle's pestilent glory!
Have you guys and you
Future
guys...
faction on them! Chaos Knights!
Okay,
My
so
magic is
I
ready.
kind of screwed up there. Right, control group 1.
Slay every
5.
mortal!
You guys get on this flank. You guys just sort of line up. Alright. Alright, climb, go.
Chosen!
You guys can assist and punch through the gate.
Harvest their souls!
Crypt ghouls, zombies, spearmen. Where are they keeping the good troops? You know, crypt ghouls all the way back here for some arcane reason. Fellbats seem to be kept in the back along with some spearmen. And Gorst himself, which is no real surprise. Gorst is kind of a wimp. Over here, there's these skeleton spearmen.
Marauder Horseman!
Alright. You guys
We fight!
charge the gatehouse. They can't shoot you there. Forcing a breakthrough on that flank and shooting them in the butt is probably a good idea. Now we punch through the gate very slowly. Wizard, though, should probably not only activate Arcane Conduit, throw an overcast piercing bolts of burning at the enemy trying to hold the gate. We saw what one of these can do. It is very scary. the spearmen instead of the zombies.
Take this, mortals!
Oh, they were grave guard. Well, it doesn't deal much armor piercing damage anyway, if it serves, yes? Oh, good against armor. Well, shit. Never mind, I am an idiot, apparently. I've got 30% of the gate down. 30% of the gate is down. I repeat, 30% of the enemy's gate is down. Very little ranged casualties due to the nature of the opposition being the vampire counts. Ah, they've got a death vampire up here. Death vampires are actually pretty scary in a fight. They're, unfortunately for them, not scary enough. Oh, wow. I killed, like, half your health bar, didn't I? I got them down to 4.5k, and Skeleton Spearmen have 9.7. God damn, I killed more than half their health. Oh, these halberdiers are not going to do well. They're already getting chopped up by crypt tools. Oh boy, I'm going to need to push.
Very well.
Nope, kill the zombies. Kill the zombies. Some Zambambos. Kill them all. That gatehouse is at 31%, which is not very good. Isn't very bad either. But you see some of the issue with using halberdiers in most armies. And why I don't have many of them. They do tend to get wrecked against anything resembling actual infantry lines.
For the Chaos Gods! Chosen! Anarchy for all! Such unholy resilience!
These crypt ghouls are about to get a very nasty surprise as Chosen start pouring off the walls.
Perverse
Two units of Chosen on that. One unit of Chosen on these spearmen. That'll do. Alright, we have a lot of the gate down. Ah, I can overcast Pierce Bolts Burning, and this is a very good target. Look at that. Look at how dense that is. You really tell me that's a bad target? Wand of Jet, please. More magic. Now we're going to go from 48 kills to a lot of kills. This is a very dense force of lightly armored units. Yep. 137 plus 48 kills. Hell yeah to the yes.
Ravage them! Corn's bloody glory! Kill, maim, burn!
Wow, the halberdiers are doing pretty well. They're facing crypt ghouls, which is bad, honestly, for their performance.
Slay every mortal! Eat their souls! Marauder horsemen!
That gate's not quite dead, but I did force them to tie up a unit over there. And honestly, the horsemen aren't going to be too useful here. I've got enough of a punch through force.
Chaos sorcerer!
Arcane conduit, please. Standard dive,
Reality
please.
bends! Bow before the three-eyed king!
Three-eyed king, eh?
Arcane torment awaits!
That is one of my favorite titles for the bugger.
Balefire!
What? Oh, Kindle Flame. Right, nice. That'll give me a good push. They're trying to hold back something that they really should not be trying to hold back. 'Cause I don't think they were gonna be able to. Oh, it's like locusts. Holy hell. Look at those crypt ghouls dissolve. They're being butchered. Even though Fellbats are coming in, they're gonna get butchered.
Vanishes ever glory!
Well, everyone's just stuck in it. There's not much I can do.
Invite their souls!
Normal piercing bolts of burning for the AoE wouldn't be bad, actually. I I'd go for a larger one, but it wouldn't actually be as efficient.
This world will die!
They have to stay here, otherwise they're going to punch through. Of course, once I hit them with a magical artillery barrage, they're going to make punch through anyway, but hey. They definitely buffed Glory of Fire, though. It was not good enough to do things like this previously. Like, unless you're targeting zombies, you're not getting that many kills.
The world will scream. End them!
228.
Bring corruption! What? Such unholy resilience! Chosen! Deliver
Push!
slaughter! All will be despoiled! Tremble, mortal! They will cower!
They appear to be trying to form a force in the center. I will hit them with all of my great weapon chosen for that effort.
Chaos Sorcerer! Since his will!
Throw me a fireball, good sir.
Since his boom!
I guess another piercing bolts of burning too, just in case. Load the graveyard, please, with magical artillery. You guys sandwich these zombies. You may be halberdiers, but you can still kill things.
Chosen!
Why are you just sitting around doing nothing? Get down here and help your ever chosen.
They will cower! Deliver slaughter!
Alright, and that unit of Graveguard. Oh no, those were zombies that got splattered into oblivion. But yeah, the AI is having a bad day.
Bring skull to cornerstone!
They're throwing everything they can at me, and it is proving to be not enough.
Be despoiled! Seas of blood!
Really, I can basically sum up this area. They're throwing everything they have at me, and it's not enough. Oh, these gates open at some point. Move in and start harassing them. Horsemaster, close enough to Black Knights, I should at least be able to slow them down a bit. You know, normally this would be a very good tactic, sandwich the enemy. Fortunately, trying to sandwich Chosen just results in Chosen getting pulled into the fight. So yeah. I haven't even lost 100 troops, and they've lost most of their forces. You can see why I love these guys. Why I talk them up so much. They earn being talked up as much as I do.
Yes!
They earn it with blood and steel and fire.
Chaos Knights! Very good! Archeon! Yes! I control Six's gifts too! All will be despoiled!
And we're seeing this infantry knot crumble into dust. Literally, they're starting to have crumbling on several flanks. More troops have managed to push through.
Obliterate them!
That was odd.
Blood! This world will die! Shoot! Kill them all!
Well, I guess you should clamber down and start killing, boys.
Spylight!
Ah, you're poisoned. That's your issue. Okay.
Honor! Chaos Sorcerer! Death!
Oh, wow. The question at this point isn't victory. The question at this point is how long until victory.
Chosen!
Oh.
Get your throwing axes! Skirmish! Marauder horsemen!
Spearmen are falling apart. Their central line is falling apart. This entire flank is literally falling apart.
There will be done! Like what's torn,
You're a little oddly stuttery, I'll say that.
on throne.
Alright, you kill the vampire.
Kill, babe, burn! Deliver slaughter! It is done!
Ever chosen, hunt down Gorst. Feed the Slayer of Kings its daily meal of gore.
Knights! Kill!
He has activated channeling staff. I have no idea what it's for, but I'm going to assume he knows what he's doing. They're very much holding the line here. Barely, but they're holding the line. And when badly outnumbered, too. Unfortunately for the AI, there's another force coming down that's going to make their outnumbering problems even worse. It's good to be me.
Archeon! Reality
Buff
bends.
these guys with greater killing power so they can push through even harder.
Syrians I will see! Sword and spell!
Gorst is getting absolutely butchered and he's literally falling apart. Not a proper fight for the Slayer of Kings, but I suppose he was a wizard, so he wouldn't have been much of a fight anyway in a straight up brawl.
Chaos Knights!
Look at all that leadership. A nice long butchering to end the episode. Those spearmen killed quite a lot, though. I think it's because they got stuck in with my Marauder horsemen. The mage killed a ton. I am not going to talk shit about the Lore of Fire ever again. That was amazing. Like, the enemy lost about 2.6 thousand troops total. He killed 350 of those 2.5 thousand troops. That is a lot of dead undead. Meanwhile, the enemy couldn't even kill 100 of my men. And most of that, I am willing to bet, came from my horse masters and the halberdiers who got stuck in with actual infantry. And even then, the sheer quality of chosen won out. Super heavy infantry, folks. Low numbers? Nobody cares because the numbers butcher everything anyway. Oh, you're outnumbered 2-1. But each of ours is worth 3 in yours. A healthy 5,000. I'll take 10,000 yearly. Yes, Talisman of Preservation. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Poison attacks. That's going to make Archaon's dueling abilities skyrocket. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Alright then, next time I get to sod around with Sigvald, and we're going to keep killing undead. Because they're very good XP, apparently. Also, I have a Talisman of Preservation, so Archaon, you're going to have that Dragonbane gem replaced with something that's not crap. Make you a real killer. He says about the ever-chosen of chaos. You may as well take the Dragonbane gem. You don't have any. I don't have any better place to put it. All right then. So next time, Sigvald will do a thing. He probably will not play doing the thing, but he will do a thing. And then killing more undead. Probably in much easier quantities because, well, I do have Chosen, and we saw what happens when undead try and match their infantry line against Chosen. Trick with undead against Chosen is Hexenwraiths, Chillgeists, and monsters. Didn't bring any of those. So, questions, comments, suggestions, or unit names, please put them in the comment section below. And for now, goodbye.